You know, normally this is when we'd come up with something really funny and witty, and we really want you to stay tuned. But you know why you are going to stay tuned? Because I'm letting you know Tom Schwartz is here in studio with us. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Woo! Had to use a theme song. Guys, we're breaking down Season 5, Episode 3, Call It Like I See It.
Oh, yeah.
Famous last words from Tom's wifey, Katie. But we're also excited to be in studio with you tonight. I'm your host, Megan Stecher, and you guys can find me at all social media platforms at Megan Stecher. And we have a fabulous new panel member tonight. Who's joining me here?
Hey guys, it's Ellis, and I'm on Instagram at don't_be_jealous, Jellis, and Twitter at still_jealous, Jellis.
Nice.
Tom, introduce yourself, doll.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for taking time to watch the show. I appreciate that, too.
Aw.
I know there's a lot of great content. I know it's kind of your jobs for the night, but still, there's a lot of great content out there. And, you know, in the age we live in, my attention span's getting shorter and shorter. So to commit to any show in particular, it means something. It's special these days.
We look
We're
forward to every
super
Monday.
fans.
Yeah, we have
We've
time
been
for
watching
Vanderpump Rules.
from day one.
Stop.
Matthew, darling, go ahead.
I am Matthew Evan Paine, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Matthew E. Paine.
Oh my God, you guys, I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited you're here, Tom.
It's good to be back. This is my second time at AfterBuzz, and yeah, it's good to be be I said it like 3 times. I'll say it one more time if I have
You
to.
sound like a radio DJ tonight in the mic. I like it.
You haven't been here since what, season 2, right?
Yeah, I think
so.
season 2, and
Yeah.
I think when we came in, I came in with Katie, and we actually drank a Four Loko.
Oh my goodness.
We split it, but still,
Classic.
very classic and classy. Yeah.
Classic.
Class all the way.
Yeah.
We're going to be breaking down the episode, but obviously we're going to be asking you your insider backstage opinion and
Yeah. Get
knowledge
Tom.
on
I'll dish the
everything.
dirt.
And he says nothing is off limits.
Well, do you guys have any more Four Locos? Because
We don't.
Right here.
But we do have, let's go ahead and try our party food. So as promised, I did make recipes from Kristen's new website, Veggiholic. If you guys want to go to it, it's VEGIHOLIC. This is from the Party Pleasers post. 3
pretty awesome.
forkless salads. I've made the caprese skewers and the Greek cucumber boats with Kalamata olive Caesar spread. So I'm going to take a bite of one of these if you guys want to. Don't be
Megan,
shy.
You know I'm going to.
can I just say that was very thoughtful of you and a very nice plug. And I gotta say, I gotta give it up to Dodie. She did a great job. Her blog looks really good. It's clean and you know, it just
Beautiful.
looks great. Yeah.
And the photography by Carter is good.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did the pictures. Fantastic. I get.
Wait, should I dive into?
Please.
Yes,
Okay.
go
All right.
for
It's not
it.
even my food in my mouth. Yeah, go ahead.
Careful with the cucumber boat. There's a little bit of dressing.
Okay.
So we don't want it to like splash all over your outfit.
You guys, should we go ahead and get the obvious jokes out of the way? Was this marinated in between anybody's butt cheeks?
I took the honor tonight.
Jay?
Oh my God. So,
One of the 4 has been. No, I'm just
I have to guess whose ass cheeks it was marinated in between.
yeah. Who does that taste like?
That's definitely Matthew. I know his ass.
know that ass juice anywhere.
That's you. Oh, God.
Oh, the places we'd go on this.
Very good, Megan.
Show.
That was. I get anxiety saying the word caprese or caprese. I don't really know the right term, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I say caprese, but I could
Okay.
be wrong.
All
I
right.
don't. I'm not Italian.
It's an elegant word.
It is.
Okay, well, yay! So yay,
It's
Kristen.
delicious, by the way.
Great recipes.
Yes,
we
really
loved
nice.
it, and we'll go
Props
for
to
something next. We'll try for something next week.
We will be talking about your marinade in just a bit.
I jumped the guy.
We'll get special sauce.
Special.
Kicking it all off, Katie does her bridesmaid reveal with all the girls, and she's having a big crew of bridesmaids. We finally understand what she meant last week when she was describing to you how she was gonna, the craft and the balloon and the thing. We were lost. We were really confused.
They were.
Yeah.
It was elaborate.
It was elaborate.
I think I completely just, my mind started wandering. Not that, well, she says I'm a shitty listener, I gotta be careful what I say. But I mean, they were very elaborate.
Very.
So, yeah, I think I dozed off halfway through. But I gotta say, it was worth it. They looked really good.
They did
That
look
was
good.
They were
awesome.
weren't they cute? They were charming.
It was great.
Did the
really-
girls know what they were going for? Or was it a surprise on camera?
It was a surprise. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they had some ideas. What it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
As they walk in, they're kind of like getting the idea of what's happening.
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
You can smell it.
Yeah. Well, before we continue, can I address something?
Of course.
You gotta, no one likes to hear their own voice, and when I first heard my voice on Vanderpump Rules, it was a wake-up call. I never realized how nasally I was, so when I do podcasts or radio or TV, I overcompensate with this deep, I call it my sensuous, buttery.
It is very smoky.
Yeah, I'm enjoying every second of it. So
syrupy. All right, sorry.
syrupy.
You know what it reminds me of? Did you guys ever? What was that sound effect? Like listening to like the R&B station in your town. And
yeah.
what would they call it? Like the Midnight Storm.
Yeah, in
Yes.
Boston, it was David Allen Boucher. He'd be like,
Oh.
"Good evening, everybody."
I used to love it. They would.
Yes.
He'd be like, and don't go away. There's more in the Midnight Storm with like the thunderclap. That's what you're reminding me of.
Before I answer a question, I'm thinking about just going like this before I answer any question. I'm gonna preface it like this. Let me think about that for a second. Oh yeah. All right. No more of that. The shtick's up.
Oh my god. So we do find out also that Ariana's not going to be asked to be a bridesmaid. Not a huge shock to me.
I wasn't surprised.
Yeah. They are friends without a doubt, and they have a relationship, but it's just not as tight knit as it is with the other girls. I wasn't surprised either, but I mean, wait, how far do we want to go into this? You guys
Go
talk.
as far as you want. Reveal all you want to reveal.
I think you guys are much more interesting than me. How about you guys just talk and I'll listen and nod?
Are we
No.
give us a smoky yes every once in a while? Or?
Yeah.
Are we more fun than Andy Cohen and the Clubhouse?
No comment.
And
I love Andy.
That wasn't a no.
I don't think there's anything more fun than being drunk on
Andy's-
national
I know.
television.
I have to say, Andy is so good at what he does. I'm not
Isn't
kissing
he a
ass
pro?
here. He's just so good at what he does, and he's so likable and charming. He's witty. He's great at improvising on the spot, and he just makes you feel really welcome. You know?
I have Superficial waiting for me at home to read too, and I cannot wait.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Well, are you mentioned in the book? Do you know?
I don't think I am, but
I'm sure Jax is.
I hug. Jax is mentioned in every book. Yeah. Anyways, I love Andy. I'm a big fan.
We love Andy too.
Yeah.
Now, Katie did say though that she was upset with Ariana for talking to Lala. Mm-hmm. Was Ariana
Well,
in the wrong?
I mean, I think it's more, it's more nuanced than that, and there's a lot of history in there. I do think, I gotta be careful what I say here. I'm self-editing, it's constantly self-editing. I don't really have to be careful what I say. Oh man, I'm not good at these issues, but they have a lot of history, Lala and Katie, a lot of beef, And even though most of it's petty, it did get pretty nasty for a while there. Lala said some pretty despicable things about her. Katie clapped back, but I think Lala was definitely more in the wrong, and I understand why she felt betrayed a little bit, but also, I'm a firm believer, which I've said this a million times. I don't feel like you should have to inherit other people's grudges. How many times have I said that on the show?
A couple,
Yeah.
but it's a good point.
Yeah.
If you don't have beef with them,
Well, it's a little different with me because she's the love of my life, and maybe I could be a little more supportive and not so objective and sense. Well, I just tooted my own. I just try to refer to myself as sensible, but yeah, maybe it was a little out of line with Ariana, but I understood totally where Bubba was coming from. Hi, Bubby, in case you're listening.
I do understand
Hi,
where
Bubba.
Katie's coming from in both
Yeah.
this and where she was talking to Sheena, where it's almost like when you hang out with this person and they're talking so bad about you, you kind of you hang with the dogs, you catch the fleas kind of thing. I'd be
Yeah.
afraid that they're talking about me as well.
Yeah.
So I'd be kind of nervous if I saw somebody who I don't really particularly like and then I
Yeah.
see them kind of with them. So I understand where Katie is coming from in this instance.
Yeah, and I think for some reason, whatever it is, sometimes you just don't I think Lala's one of those people that just, without really dissecting it, you just instinctually don't like her, and I get it. I mean, listen, it's tough to come in a new show and be the new person on a show, and I gotta, I'll give it up to Lala. She's done a pretty good job, but also I'm just not a big fan of Lala either. I gotta say, I think she sucks. I think she lacks dimension, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan. So I like to defend logic and try to see both sides of the story and be diplomatic, but then again, maybe not for Lala.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you and Katie have had over the years arguments when she feels like you're not taking her side. Do you feel like it's
just an
gotten
occasional
better?
argument here
I
and
know.
there.
Do you feel like it's gotten better at this point, or it's just something you guys are always going to maybe disagree over? Because I feel like that's a big deal for couples. Like sometimes the guy wants nothing to do with the girl drama, and they don't feel like they should have to be a part of it. I think it's fair. I see your side of it a lot of times.
What's the time frame? Well, are you guys in relationships right now? What's the time frame for your conflict resolutions? Like how? Well, I guess it depends on the severity of the fight, but like, are you guys pretty good at resolving conflict? No?
I think my boyfriend's gotten a lot better at knowing what'll piss me off and not going there. And if it will piss me off, I don't know about it because we've been together 8 years, and I think we fight so much less now because I think he knows what'll piss me off and just it either doesn't happen or it's not happening in front of me. So
wait, what were we talking about? Wait, no.
like not
how much you love
just
Katie.
like not agreeing,
Hi, Bubby.
not
She's not
agreeing,
listening.
or her thinking like you don't have her back.
Yeah, I know, and I totally understand where she's coming from when she says that. I do, because sometimes, I honestly, I'll stand by my decision to challenge her on a lot of things, but sometimes she doesn't need that. She just needs me to pat her on the back, tell her I love her,
Tell her
and
it will
shut
be
up.
okay.
She doesn't need to hear a different perspective, or she doesn't need to hear, try putting yourself in this person's shoes. But in the past, I think she would lay that on a little thick, and me doing that frequently was a byproduct of her doing what she did frequently. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm following.
You don't have to lie.
So at this point in the episode, Tom and Jax are having a quick little convo at the bar, but Tom has a French braid in his hair.
I'm so glad you brought this up.
So someone tweeted me about it actually. Like they were watching somewhere else in the country, like earlier than us. And so, what's the group's opinion on Tom's hair this season?
And can you be a good friend and say, Tom, that doesn't look good?
You guys, I'm not just saying this. I'm a little biased and I'm partial because I love the guy. He's, I'll take a bullet for him. I like the hair.
like
it was a bold choice. You went Chris Kirkpatrick on us, but I like it.
Did you like the white
actually-
extensions?
I thought they were a little over the top. What do you guys think?
I don't like the extensions. I thought the French braid was up, like
Yeah.
bringing
Pretty.
it up.
Yeah.
I don't like how long it is right now. So the French braid to me was like a better look.
I love an updo, so I was okay with tonight.
It was like he was auditioning to be a bridesmaid. Like he was in the running.
Oh, that would be good.
Ariana gave him more shit than anybody. He was telling him that he looks like Kate from John and Kate +8. What's her name? Kate.
Gosselin.
Kate Gosselin, yeah.
With the bob. He sometimes has a bob, and sometimes he'll put it back.
Yeah.
I make fun of him when he has the samurai because that's become kind of like hackneyed now, or like
Yeah.
like cliche. What it's like. It's kind of just
A top knot for a man.
Basic.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was a big backlash against the man bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it became like the trucker hat of now.
The French.
Which
yeah.
you're wearing.
I think we've waited it long enough. It's okay to wear trucker hats again. I like.
I
wearing
like
them.
trucker
I have
hats.
one too.
Yes, they're the best.
It's my
I wore mine
favorite.
today. I had to take it off.
What?
Really?
We should have stood together in
Yeah.
solidarity. I'm sorry.
I have one that's my favorite. Matt, do we have anybody in the chat asking any
let me look.
questions? Okay, well, I'll ask one.
Ooh, we have a few.
Oh, yay.
Let me look. You guys.
Okay. Katie and Ariana have a super awkward convo at the bar about her not being a bridesmaid. I thought it was hilarious because I would be like Katie and not being able to spit out the words like, sorry, I don't want you to be a bridesmaid. Do you guys feel like you would also?
I feel like that's an awkward. I'm not getting married. I haven't been married. I don't know how you really choose your wedding party without hurting feelings or making people feel like they're not a part of it.
Oh, you said it.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
it's just like I would want to include so many of my friends, but then it's just like, but this is like the core group, and what do I do? So I don't know if I would have that conversation. I might say like, we chose our wedding party last week, so you're welcome to come. I don't know, like you're going to be getting an invitation. I don't know.
It's very uncomfortable. I'm not someone who likes to pick and choose like that. I mean, my good friends know who they are, but I have great friends all around the country in Minnesota, Florida State, South Florida. Not to brag at how many friends I have, but I do have a lot of awesome friends and family.
Right next to you.
Yes.
He,
Oh my
he
God.
wasn't. I mean,
He didn't say that. That's weird.
Did you guys have that conversation that she was saying about like, oh, we need to match up how many people we're each going to have?
We wanted to give or
said
take
you
plus or
wanted 10.
minus one. I wanted a lot more than that. I was like, everyone's my groomsman. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Man, it was tough. It was tough. I didn't enjoy picking who, but the guys who I did choose, they meant a lot to me, and I love them very much. And there was some other people I couldn't unfortunately bring. You know who you are. Anyways,
What was the number that you guys? Sorry,
go ahead.
what number did you guys land on for the wedding party?
shit, I forgot.
Oh,
And, I think it was 8
Okay.
each, 8 or 9 each.
that's a good amount.
That's
it
a
8 or 9
big
each?
party, yeah.
Yeah. Good lineup though.
Good.
Lineup.
Solid
Great
friends.
roster. Yeah. Good, solid roster on the guys' side and the girls' side.
Made for TV.
Yeah.
I love when
it.
she was talking to you about the invitations, and you were like, no more than $5 an invitation. And she
You
was like, oh,
guys.
it's more like 18, and you went, Baba.
Oh, I know. Can we talk about the Bubs painting in the
I love
background
that.
of the living room? It's all I can think about.
Yeah, I know. It looks like a little, just like we did it when we were hammered at 4 in the. But no, our friends actually did that. They have a show. It's a YouTube series called OMG We're Coming Over, which they are fucking really talented. MrKate.com. Anyways, they came over. We gave them a small budget, shoestring budget, and they redid our place and they made it fucking beautiful. I mean, we had a general idea and we had some stuff already sorted out. Anyways, but that was one of the things, and. Yeah, I think it was it's more sentimental than anything. But then at first we're gonna take it down. But then we kind of fell in love with it.
It catches
Yeah.
my eye
It's
every
a little
time.
cheesy, but for some reason it ties the room together.
Yeah.
But it's also your thing, and no one else has it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
And
Except my ass has it. Bad joke. No more jokes. That wasn't funny.
Do you two still have the dog?
Gordo.
We
Gordo.
have Gordo.
do you have a second dog?
Yeah, we got Butter Boy. Man, can we just talk about him the rest of the show?
He's so cute.
well-
So we saw him on camera tonight, but I don't think us as an audience, we've not been introduced to you guys getting a second dog.
Yeah, I think we did that during the in between seasons, and
Okay.
he's actually a descendant of Stassi's dog's mother. So
Oh, so
and
they're maybe
they're cousins, right?
Okay.
or
wait.
Can you have a step
siblings?
Don't make
in
me,
dogs? I guess you could.
don't make me do relationship math.
I know, I'm confused too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a family tree.
I did
going
see,
here.
though, on the blackboard behind, I think maybe Katie tonight, it said Butterboy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you saw the big throbbing cock that someone drew on the chalkboard. Wait, can I say that?
But
Yes.
you did.
Yeah.
Someone
And now we have an
spotted it.
explicit rating.
Welcome to YouTube. Say whatever you want.
You can thank Tom. Anytime you see a penis on our chalkboard, you can thank Tom or Jax.
Does not surprise me at all.
Or on your face, because we heard that it was slapped on your head. Oh God.
They did cover that tonight.
Say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about that
Yes.
tonight.
That's why your revenge
Yeah.
was so sweet, because it sounds like you were really hazed.
Do you want to
Yes.
hear? I don't know, but I don't want to take up too much time with silly stories. But
Tom, have at it.
No, we're going
you know,
to the.
we're not exaggerating. We don't they really used to mess with me, not
Yeah.
harshly, but they tortured me. And Tom did this one thing. He would run up to me all the time. It's so fucking weird and messed up. But he would run up to me when I was at my computer, hunched over, depressed, hustling for jobs on wherever I could possibly submit myself. And he would come over and he would take his dick out and go on my like this. Really
Jax
fast.
did that?
No,
Or Tom?
Tom would
Oh
do
my
that.
God,
And then
okay.
I would be like, dude, it's almost like you don't even, you're frozen. You don't know what happened. It's like you're speechless.
Well,
What
that's
do
what-
you say after something like that?
So Jack said that on the show tonight, so it was 100% true. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I have
Confirmed.
Now I
Perfect.
have a visual that will never leave my mind.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that dinner because that's what's next in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
How long were you plotting doing this to them?
Well, I think so. The inspiration came from this old Upright Citizens Brigade skits called Ass Pennies.
Okay.
Anyways, and then also I saw on I love Reddit. You guys ever go on Reddit? I remember.
It's a dark place sometimes.
Yeah.
I know. It's,
I think I read something similar on there years ago, and I cataloged it. I earmarked it in my mind, and then it just popped in my head. I was like, I want to do it to him, and we were. It was perfect because we were filming at that time too, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I went out and I got all the best ingredients, the most expensive steaks I could find.
delicious.
Yeah, it really. I mean, and by the way, it wasn't just a gimmick. I made sure that both of their steaks were marked. Tom and Jax, those steaks were delivered to them from ass to pan, and they were cooked, but
From Tom
barbecue.
Sandoval. Tom Sandoval looks sick to his stomach. I don't think you could fake that.
no.
they had no idea.
Jax-
This was-
Jax was like, it was delicious.
Jack said.
Happy to be fed.
Jack said, "This was really genius," and Tom thought he had a pube in his throat.
Oh my god!
This episode's really going off the rails.
Yes, I'm gonna take the hat off. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm getting hot.
Too hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
The hair is as good as ever.
All right.
Your own voice is turning you on.
All right, sorry.
All right, so then when Katie and the girls, they go pick out the wedding invites that are a little too expensive for you.
I didn't know that such a store existed where you could just get wedding invites.
Yeah.
I think she...
Stationery stores, yeah.
I missed that part. Did they go to a store? I thought she ordered them online. Wait, did they go to the store?
Yeah,
No, they went to the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole episode. I have a hard time watching myself. Just so
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know this by this point. It's like I'm a confident guy, but seeing yourself on TV can be devastating. Like just seeing your gait, like the way you walk. The first time I saw myself walk, I was like, "What?" I thought I walked like Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. You know what I'm saying? Staying alive. But when I saw myself walking, I was like, "Good Lord, you're gangly." Like my arms are flailing. I thought I was smooth.
When you walked in, you did do a disco point, so I
Did
guess I
I?
could see why you thought you were John Travolta.
Sorry, I digressed.
Well, I mean, I think being on TV can be very unforgiving because
Yeah.
you're like, it's such a view of yourself you'd never see otherwise.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to be hard for you guys
Yeah.
to live with everything you said and like good stuff gets cut out. We're just boiling down to 30 seconds of terrible. Is that something like you feel like you and Katie still struggle with, or is it kind of like, we've been doing this so long?
We're just raw and uncensored by this point. You know, in
Yeah.
the beginning I was reserved, and you know, I think I self-edited, even if it was subconsciously. But now we just let it all hang out. I mean,
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta hand it to the whole cast. Props to the cast. They really do give themselves over. They don't show up and just half-ass it. Like it's the stakes are there. It's real and it's raw, and like people are crying long after the cameras stop. And like, dude, I hate. I don't mind when people talk shit about the show. I love it, good and bad. You got to take the good with the bad, right? I just get upset when people tweet that the show is scripted. And they're like, oh God, it's so scripted.
Are there
No.
certain parts that are scripted for anyone?
No. The only time it is still a business and a TV show. Sometimes like they'll have to cover something like maybe you wouldn't discuss something at this moment, but it's something that happened very organically. You know what I mean? So like, sometimes it's a little unnatural, but everything that happens, all the storylines are very organic, and yeah.
Well, we were talking right before we started off camera. You were saying, like, I was saying, you know, people hate on me for saying I don't like Lisa, and I think she sounds really scripted compared to you guys. Compared to the whole rest of the cast seems very, like, in the moment organic.
Yeah.
And you're saying, no, she's that eloquent.
Well, she is. She's very composed, you know, and she has so much. She's got a lot of years. No, not that many years, Lisa, in case she's listening. But you know, she has the wisdom, the charm, the intellect. Like she has so much more life experience too. And yeah, I know. I know where you were coming from when you said that. But no, she's just that good. I gotta hand it to her. Oh my God, my voice is dropping again.
It's going down in octaves every minute.
Well, if you guys don't want to eat specially marinated steaks tonight,
From Tom Schwartz.
I'd recommend going with the Nature Box. What do you do when you guys want a snack, but all you can find is junk food? That's a problem at my house. Rely on your self-control and resist the temptation? I don't think so. You know you're going to eat that junk food, but you guys should start snacking healthy with the Nature Box. My personal favorites, because I am addicted to salt and vinegar chips, are the salt and vinegar veggie chips. I also really love the dark cocoa nom nom
Oh my
thingies
God, those are my
because
favorite. Yeah.
I used to make them myself. Like I would make like a homemade healthy version of them, and my hands would get so sticky and dirty and gross, and I'd make like a huge mess that I had to clean up. So I'm obsessed with Nature Box. The snacks taste great, and they're better for you. They're created with high quality ingredients that are free from artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, so you can feel great about snacking. They recently have made the service even better. You can now order as much as you want, as often as you want, with no minimum purchase
Yep.
required, and cancel anytime. That's important. Cancel anytime.
That is huge.
And just go to naturebox.com and check out the snack catalog. There's going to be over 100 snacks to choose from. Variety
Yeah.
is important. Choose the snacks you want, and they'll deliver them right to your door. With NatureBox, you'll never get bored. There are new snacks each month inspired by real customer feedback. And if you ever try a snack you don't like, NatureBox will replace it for free. Bonus.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. Right now, if you want to save even more, NatureBox is offering our fans at AfterBuzz 50% off of the first order when you go to naturebox.com/podcast. So if you guys want to get our 50% off discount that we're giving to you, it's naturebox.com/podcast. And you get 50% off.
I was
Yay!
texting Jay earlier telling him that I went overboard with the 50% discount earlier. I just couldn't stop ordering.
That's
Too much.
significant.
It's
That
great.
is
It's
huge.
That's like
And I'm-
half off.
yeah.
it's like
Yes, that is like half off.
That's
know.
supposed to be.
and I'm telling you, the food's great. I've had the same thing, the cocoa, and it's just everything that they have
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Normally, the only healthy thing I ever eat is like trail mix, and it gets so boring.
Yeah, it
and,
does.
like Nature Box has 100 snacks. Like, come on.
So good.
I noticed when you were there was so many good things about it, and it said that you can cancel anytime. Katie actually had that put in our prenup, and that kind of hurt my. I don't think they put that in the show. She did put that in the prenup. It kind of.
Oh my
I
god.
guess I brought it on myself.
So that's funny that we were just talking about the scripted, because I thought last week, I said, I feel like that's a scripted moment between the two of you.
Which one?
The
prenup
prenup conversation.
Everyone, even like I remember the producers and I mean, they don't intervene. They're very neutral about everything. But like they were like, I saw the look on their face. I told them I was in a prenup. They're like, I feel like it's a very sensible thing to do. I got a very strong reaction from a lot of people about the prenup because. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of assets. I'm still building my wealth.
Your sweatpants.
Yes.
My 1992 movie star edition Ninja Turtles, those are legit. Although I took them out of the box because I'm never going to sell them anyways. They're mostly for sentimental value. So
I get it.
I thought Katie had a
Ninja
great
Turtle fan.
point that your assets were all in your sweatpants. I have to say.
Whoa, she said that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Bubba. That's smooth as hell. I didn't see that, Mark. Well, listen, I figured it was easier to do something that's very unpleasant while we're in a very happy time in our lives. And just in case, if hopefully it never does, but if something ever does go wrong, then we don't have to deal with all that nitty gritty, uncomfortable stuff when things aren't going so well.
So where did you guys land on it? Did she agree and you guys have a prenup?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, you'll see more. I mean,
Oh, okay.
there's yeah. I mean, yeah, you'll see it. Oh God.
What a good tease.
Yeah, you'll see it. Oh, yeah, it gets uncomfortable. What an uncomfortable thing to have to propose to someone near the happiest moment in your life. By the way, that was really awkward, man.
But isn't there anything that you want to keep to yourself and not have it be on camera? Like a discussion like that, or
Well, I mean, it's kind of an unspoken thing. It's like, we have a great gig, we make pretty good money, and, we get a lot of good opportunities from the show. So I think it's kind of an unspoken rule. They expect us to be all in, You don't hold anything back. You want to. But if you do, it eventually comes out somehow, some way anyways.
Right.
It's like they're ninjas about getting us. They just know when you're keeping a secret.
It was actually a promo last season before the show started. It was a cut of everyone saying the truth always comes out, and it was
I
like
remember
so
that.
many different
I
cast
hate
members.
that line,
The
but
truth
it's so true.
always comes out.
But it was an amazing promo because we were like, "What is gonna happen?"
Yeah.
So many people were like, "The truth always comes out," and we're like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, that was the start of season 4.
Yeah, shout out to the editors, by the way. We have such a good production team.
They're
like everyone
amazing.
at Evolution is legit.
it's a
Like
beautiful
last
show.
week
Thanks.
With the cook, I'm sorry, with the
James.
cook.
You're beautiful, man.
Oh yeah.
And
I
at the
mean-
dog park.
Thank you. It's over
I
here.
mean, it's kind of shady when he's calling for the owner of a car. I mean, that editing.
Like the editing last week. So
you may not have seen
James is DJing at the dog event, and he's
so
like,
good.
I'm so amazing, I'm so on my game, and then it's like he's announcing someone's lost keys.
Yeah.
I feel like they get James a lot with that. Oh, and the chefs in the
That's
in
my
the
favorite,
kitchen
is when they were talking about Kristen getting fired.
Kristen and Brittany.
Yeah, the best cut ever, I think, was when I know it was really like one of the roughest points in our show's history, but when Jax and Kristen had their thing. Anyways, no, excuse me. When Kristen got fired from Sir, and they cut to them, and they're like, "Yo, Kristen got fired."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Is that
my
what you're
favorite.
just talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking.
He was too busy telling me I was handsome.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, I'm taking the hair.
I
And
noticed.
thank
look
you.
at the beard. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. You too. Look at you guys showing me up.
It's a real love fest over there.
I almost got a perm tonight, but I.
A perm
That's still
Oh yeah, you
too
didn't
soon.
Is that
need
a sore
one.
subject?
Too soon.
from your costume. It was so
It
good.
was no costume. That's how I wish I looked every day.
What's it called? What are actors that live like the? Is it
Method.
method? It was very method.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
You could tell I'm not an actress. I'm like, what's that called?
Can we talk a little bit about the Katie v. Lala at the
Of
dumpster?
course.
My favorite
That's next
scenes.
on my list,
Oh,
on my
okay.
checklist of
Oh,
doom.
God.
No, go ahead. Go ask what you want to ask.
I
Because
mean-
we saw it. We knew what happened.
So my kind of what I want to put out there is, why would Lala come out with an apology that she doesn't really like. It's not coming from a heartfelt place. Like, I'm sorry for this. She just wanted to kind of clear her own name. Is kind of how I interpreted that whole thing. And I would put myself in Katie's shoes and I'd be like, you're just trying to make yourself look good. Like, that's where I kind of came from. But I don't know. I think you guys kind of had a different opinion.
I disagreed personally. I think last season when Kristen tried to apologize to Ariana, I think it came from a really genuine place, and I believed that Kristen was genuinely apologizing, and Ariana couldn't take it. I actually did think that Lala was sincere in her apology watching the episode, and I didn't think Katie was willing to accept it whatsoever.
She definitely had the wall up, but understandably, I understood why she had the wall up.
I did too,
I
because
think-
some of the shit that
She just
Lala
said
said about Katie has been awful.
That's the thing. If you're not ready to forgive someone, then their apology doesn't mean anything, and you don't accept it. You know.
Lala's going around to every other coworker saying, "I'm about to go apologize to Katie," like almost like reading the room, like, "You guys, do you see how I am?" Like, I don't. That's just how I interpreted it.
It seemed a little. I think there was a shred of sincerity to it. I don't think she's all bad. Nobody's all bad.
No.
Some people are, but I think it was more calculated and less sincere. But I don't know. Then I don't know. What do I know?
I mean, she did have that conversation with her mom where she was like, I'm becoming a terrible, she's crying. She's like, I'm just becoming this awful person. I don't want to be that person. So I felt like the apology was born out of that. It's
Right.
like she's recognizing she doesn't want to be saying these horrible things.
But you see how quick it comes back when she's like, "Go back into your shitty car." It's like, if you wanted to be not a bully, you just don't come with a rebuttal. Like, I don't know. It's just it wasn't approached the right way for me.
Yeah.
Maybe she had good intentions to begin with, but
I agree. I think it was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that I said it last week. I think that there is a lot of shaming going on from both Lala and Katie. I think Lala has been body shaming Katie, and I think Katie has been slut shaming Lala.
Correct. Yeah.
And I think that they just need to squash it. Because they're both wrong.
Why not interact? If you don't
Right.
agree with the person, you can just cut them. Well, I mean, I know you work together, but I've had coworkers where I'm just like, I don't get along with you. We're different people, and
And we don't
can just-
need to talk.
Right.
Right.
Unless I'm giving you a menu
Right.
back.
Like, especially at a restaurant, I don't have to talk to the hostesses
Oh, yeah.
at all. Like, I just, hand them back menus, and that's it.
That's it.
Wait.
Other than Lala having to be on the show as a hostess.
I see. Oh, yeah.
I mean, at the restaurant, I guess they really don't really need to talk if they're not filming.
Yeah. You know, Lala. I don't know what to say about Lala. What do you guys think of Lala?
I kind of already said it. I don't know.
You did, yeah.
But Matthew said you could watch that go on.
That could have been the hour-long episode watching the two of
that
them
was-
because
it
Katie
made me
was
squirming.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were too.
But I mean, listen, I always want people to resolve things as fast as possible. You know what I mean? I love it. I think I pride myself on my conflict resolution skills. But like I with that one, I think probably will never happen. You know, they're just never gonna click, those two.
And that's okay.
Lala said, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And Katie was like,
Yeah,
I love the side eye. It's so good.
Bubba. She's got some sass, that Bubba.
Yeah.
and then the build up with Sheena, and her,
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
her not being able to commit to a side.
That gets ugly. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. It's
coming up.
All the tea.
Yeah. That was a little teaser right there.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
You tell me more.
Well, Sheena's saying #Team Katie,
Right.
but then
Right now? Like on.
she
like
said it
on-
at the beginning of the episode.
Oh.
She was like, "I'm #Team Katie" in her interview, and then, you know, she's all about Katie. She's all about Stassi. She's all about Kristen. I think that all Sheena's been trying to do has been trying to fit in with those girls since season 1.
Yes.
When they shunned her, and she's just about to break in, and I feel like she's sabotaging herself.
She wants to be in the vagina. Are you saying she wants to be in the vagina mafia?
Yes.
Yes. How has that phrase gone over with the girls, by the way?
They like it.
They do?
They
I
embrace
love it.
I exchanged your microphone. I'm so sorry.
It's
It's a
okay.
Facebook group now. The
Vagina.
I don't know.
It totally could be.
It could be.
Sorry. Yeah, I told you I was in a duck dodge and well, I haven't been ducking and dodging, have I? Have I been doing okay, guys?
You're doing great.
Yeah, you're wonderful.
Fabulous.
Can we go around the table and you each give me a compliment? It can be physical or like about my personality. Just kidding. No.
I like your hat.
Yeah.
We have the same handwriting, by the way, guys.
Is
Oh.
I love you too soon?
For us?
Yeah.
I think
We've known each other long
earned
enough,
it.
right? Yeah, I
it's-
love you.
I love you too. Wow.
That was good.
Here's the where are we at, Megan? I'm sorry. I want to
No.
make sure that we're kind of in a
Megan,
row
We're
here.
doing good. Up next
Are
is
we?
the housewarming.
Great. Okay.
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were there.
We'll
You
fill-
experienced.
Oh yeah,
We'll
I was
fill you
there.
in.
Thank you for.
All right, you need to go
really
back out and
mind
watch the episode and then
Yeah.
come back in here.
Thank you. All right,
You lived it.
Go. Sorry, I'm stop interrupting.
No, go for it. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we move
just
on?
the pulling into the room and kind of talking. We saw like Sheena's not version, but Sheena talking about kind of how it went down for her end, and Katie explaining like how she felt about Sheena talking to Lala. And I kind of thought that at this point, this is kind of where I was like, because last year we saw Stassi kind of cut Katie out for doing exactly what Katie was saying that Sheena was doing, like because Sheena was inviting Katie. I know it's a different experience, like going to Miami, or I think that was a trip.
Yeah.
But with Stassi was just like, you're kind of guilty by association. So Sheena's kind of like, well, you were talking with Lala. And I'm like, but we don't know. Like, it's true. Like at a bar, you could just kind of be there and then somebody comes up to grab a drink or something. So I don't know what the
Yeah.
circumstances were.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very clear.
Yeah, that's murky for me too.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I missed that part. Like that was that took place in the room behind me, but yeah, that gets ugly, that little situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's all kind of springing from a misunderstanding because Sheena is vehemently saying Team Katie, and
Yeah.
Lala did this,
Yeah.
and
then
even to
hanging out with-
Ariana,
right.
even to Ariana saying how much Lala is in the wrong, and it seems like Katie is maybe there's a misunderstanding. Katie thinks she's actually being chummy with Lala.
Yeah, well, I think in that moment in her mind, maybe Katie thought she was flip flopping a little bit, and
Right.
Katie's not a big fan of flip flopping.
Right.
But I mean, maybe she was, but part of me thinks maybe she just was like over it, just like completely. You know what? I'm over this. Just want to squash it. Me personally, I hate having any lingering beefs. I won't say I'm passive, but I don't like to have any lingering feuds going on. And like I can't sleep well if I do.
Right.
I don't know how you guys do with conflict. I'm conflict
That
averse
was
for
aggressive
sure.
eye contact.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of conflict in our lives.
There seems to be like musical friends going on here though, because Sheena is calling Katie her best friend. It used to be Ariana. Now Ariana's friends with Lala.
Yeah. I don't think her and Lala are ever very. They're okay. They're cordial. I don't know. Were they friends? Are they
They're
friends? I think
painting Lala and Ariana to be chummy chum.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, they're cool with each other. I don't know how. I don't know how close they ever were or are or have been, but they're okay.
But it's like born out of Ariana's desire to not be on anybody's team.
Yeah,
you think?
and I totally understand that.
Yeah, I appreciate
understand that. But yeah.
We've seen Sheena kind of say that her and Katie have gotten closer over the years, like, or I guess especially over this past year. Like she was saying at the OK party that this would not have been a reality, like them sitting at the same table,
Yeah.
and now they've grown into a really great friendship. So
Yeah.
when she's saying like that's my best friend, I could see like a friendship really developing over a year. When you think about it, that's a long span of time when you see probably that person constantly at work and outside of work. So
Yeah.
I could see that becoming a thing.
Yeah, you just reminded me how much we've been through as a group, even before
ton.
the show. Oh my god,
Yeah, I
it
can't
was
even
like
imagine.
worse before the show. I swear it was worse before the show.
Well, the flashback photo of the three of you
Oh.
guys from like probably the oldest picture you have of
Oh
the
my
three
God,
of you
you
was
look like a little
so
boy.
Like
fantastic.
a zombie. The one where I'm all pasty in the middle. I think they had taken me to do my first runway show. They got me a lot of my first modeling gigs. You know, they weren't great gigs, but they were still modeling gigs. I didn't move to be a model. I moved to be an actor. But still, to be close to the entertainment industry in any capacity was like thrilling.
So exciting.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
My favorite was the mustache picture.
Yeah,
I don't know what
oh,
the
yeah,
context was for that. But
That was Wolfgang, and I forgot what name was that. night.
Wolfgang.
Tom's great when he goes for Halloween because he goes 100%,
Yes.
and lots of times he stays in character. He's method.
my kind
Oh,
of guy.
see?
Again,
Method, yeah.
he's a method Halloween costumer. You should
Okay.
have seen his Gambit this year. Shout out to Tom
Whoa.
Sandoval. He looked like legit movie quality Gambit.
You guys really went all out for Halloween. I saw everyone's photos on
Oh my
Instagram
God,
for
Ariana
days.
too, and Bubba
yeah.
looks so sexy as Selena, and Stassi looked.
I saw
Selena was great.
I was watching Stassi's Snapchat and Katie dancing as Selena. It was
Yeah,
flawless.
didn't she look good?
She looked
she
just
made
like
that.
her.
She's got some craftsmanship. She
Yeah.
went to Target and she bedazzled it. By the way, I had a bedazzler one time. I was gonna make these shirts. I bought it on eBay. Decided it wasn't practical. It's easier to do it by hand. So I sold the bedazzler for a profit back on eBay. True story.
Last week's episode, you
Smart.
had an interview where you said now that all is good with Katie and Stassi. you feel like Katie is backsliding a little bit because she's hanging out more with Stassi.
I did say that. I want to backtrack on it, but I did say that. I guess I kind of meant it in the moment. I love their dynamic. Katie and Stassi have a great dynamic. But sometimes, you know, it's like sometimes sometimes you hang out with certain people and it's like subconscious. You just kind of fall back into your old ways. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think I've been on like a broken record saying that, and it's a little vague, but you guys know what I mean, right? Even if it's just like 10%, right? It's easy to fall back in your old ways, even if it's like subconscious. It's like, well, I don't want to compare it to being a druggie, but like, you know, if you used to do drugs and you're sober now and you're hanging out with people who are doing drugs, it's really easy to fall back or would you be getting back or getting off the wagon?
On the wagon.
You'd be getting back on the wagon.
Or are you off the wagon?
Off the wagon is like not sober.
Oh.
So you would be getting off the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
You'd be
digress.
off the wagon, yeah.
And,
go ahead.
Oh, and currently, how is everyone's relationship with each other?
I don't know if I'm supposed to weigh in on that.
Ooh, he might not be
look
able
at
to
me.
spill.
That's a dodge.
No, that was a dodge.
Was that a dodge?
Wait,
We pre-recorded those earlier just in case that happened.
That's hilarious. Man, I gotta say, can I just say the relationships are rich. There's so much history with this group. That's what I think. Well, I don't want to say our show's great. I think it's a great show.
Your show is great.
I think it's a great show because it's so authentic and there's just a well of history there. There's so much stuff that's constantly happening. Even in now, I'm sure you guys have heard some stuff that's happening, which I don't really know about, so I don't want to weigh in on. But
I feel like season 1 girls' game is going strong right now, though.
Yeah.
Like, I see them on social media, and I don't think they've ever seemed tighter.
they're a force to be reckoned with, those girls. I call them the witches of WeHo. They like to drink wine, gossip, and if you cross them, they'll fucking put a curse on you.
Oh, I love it.
You're like the king of backhanded compliments, like, but not making them sting. Like that was beautifully said.
That was self-named, I think. They ordained themselves.
The witches of WeHo?
Yeah, they kind of are the witches of WeHo.
I think one of them put that on like an Instagram as their Instagram
Stassi
captions.
did.
I'm into
Stassi
it.
did.
Oh, she did. Okay, because I was like, I read that somewhere. Okay.
Stassi's so great lately. I love single Stassi so much. No offense to Stassi in a relationship, but single Stassi's so fun. She's like
more
at her
fun.
best. She's humble, well, especially now because she's been through a lot in life. But she's humble. She's funny. She's down to earth. She likes to party, but not too much. Like we're getting like the best version of Stassi right now.
Sometimes your girlfriends are better when they're single.
Yeah.
I think
She did talk. She kind of addressed that tonight with Brittany too, which I thought was a really earnest conversation.
Yeah, I love seeing those two talk. Which is, I mean, you know, obviously you guys know the history there.
Yeah, and it's the fact that they can put that aside and like she said, she doesn't even look at Jax as a ex-boyfriend, more of an ape. But
Yeah.
I do have to say, Jax
He is an ape.
Jax
With
has
furry butt.
terrific taste in women. His girlfriends, ex-girlfriends are always wonderful. Rachel, Stassi,
Yeah.
Brittany,
I concur.
Carmen.
yeah.
Loved Carmen.
Yeah.
The roster's
still love Carmen.
flawless, and it's like, God, there must be something magnetic that just draws them
Jax
in.
is a magnet. He's beguiling. Jax is a magnetic personality.
He really
People
is.
like when he takes you in, like he can be the most ruthless asshole. Like he can make you feel like you're this big, and like you can just be like, this is a disgusting human being. But also, if you're on his good side and he cares about you, or if you're his family, he's really loving and caring, and like he'll go a long way for you. I mean, you'll hold it over your head eventually.
Jax has something about him where he makes you feel like you're the only person he's talking to.
Yeah, he really does. And people just, if you've been out with him, like, and people when they just meet him, they want to talk to him. Jax, oh my God, like he is what he is. Jax is Jax, you know. He's big, he's loud, and if you don't like him, he's like, fuck you. I'm not like that. I'm like, please like me, but I'm like, no, actually, I don't care. No, I care. I want you to like
And
me.
then you'll spend the night looking at the ceiling, being like, I wonder why they don't like me.
You don't have to spill any details, but do you know if we get any resolution to the whole Kristen, Brittany, what happened in that room?
Man,
What a way to start a season, by the
I
way.
know.
Unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever know what really happened.
okay.
I mean, the only people that know were the people in that room, and I think everyone was drunk. But regardless, I mean, I feel bad saying this because I know it's a sore spot, and it was tough for some of them to deal with this, especially on national TV. But like, God, I love that. It was such a funny story. Like, hey, I thought it was funny and cute if it did happen. And who cares? But I could understand where Jax was coming from, you know, given the history with him and you know, Kristen, and it was a complicated situation, I guess. It's easy for me to say from afar that it's cute and funny, and I would laugh at it, but I guess if I walk, let's not go there.
I can't wait until they cover it on the reunion.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know
yes.
Andy's gonna dig and like, come on, guys. Like,
there
what
will
are we
be a
doing?
fight of some sort, I'm sure.
Maybe a reenactment with like actors, classically trained actors. Whoa.
Method actors.
Method.
Yeah.
Did you do a Wednesday wedding?
They did,
We,
right?
yeah, we did. Yeah.
They mentioned it. Was it last week
Last
or the
week,
week
I think.
before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you
it
put the
was Wednesday.
deposit down.
Yeah, and man, what a great decision because it was more cost effective. Yeah, I mean, we literally got some of the last slots of the whole season.
Wow.
You guys know we started planning this wedding 2 months out. Usually takes like a year to. Most people spend like a year.
You
planning.
did 2 months out. That's genius.
3 months out, I think, but still, that's pretty good, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
tough. We were under the gun, yeah.
And was it a no-brainer asking Lisa to
Officiate.
officiate? Thank you.
Forgot about it. It was a dream come true, and you guys will see how that plays out. It wasn't nearly as easy as I thought. I thought she would just be like, "Well, I don't want to give anything away," but we had to earn that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we really had to earn that. Yeah, I'm having flashbacks. Yeah.
In the short time we have left, question
sure.
about the lingerie photo of everybody. Did you guys shoot that all as a group in one day or as couples and then it was edited together?
All of the above.
Okay.
But we were all there the same day.
Okay.
And then we were all there the same day in our skivvies, and
Was it super nerve-wracking for everybody?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I've done a lot of photo shoots, but I could stand here. I could sit in my under here and be perfectly comfortable with you guys the whole time. But getting your picture taken and taking like a series of pictures for like 10, 20 minutes in your underwear is pretty uncomfortable.
You did slide your pants off when you first sat down. I was wondering what was happening. Just kidding.
It's been a messy show. I've loved every minute. Oh God, we're running out of time.
Oh, shit.
So for next week, you're in the promo.
Yeah.
We wanted to ask you about what happened.
Yeah.
You ask Ariana to be one of your groomsmen. She's a groomswoman.
Maybe they just edited it that way to make it look like I did.
Oh.
But you guys will have to watch and see because
Okay.
that was a special moment, and I don't want to give it. I mean, I saw the way they presented it, but you guys watch and you guys tell me.
Okay.
I love the scene where Katie is trying to tell Ariana that she's not a bridesmaid. It's so awkward.
Yeah.
It's so awkward, but it was so on it. I'm doing what she was doing. It was so hard for her to
I
spit
know.
out.
Yeah.
I would have been the exact same
Yeah.
way. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't know how to tell someone to their face they got passed over for the job.
I don't think it was really that awkward for either of them, but for us to watch, for me to watch that was incredibly awkward. But I think they both had they kind of had an understanding going in there.
Yeah. I feel like Ariana wasn't mad.
Yeah, Ariana's,
She doesn't really get mad.
she doesn't. Everyone has their issues, but Ariana overall is very chill. Yeah.
Favorite cast member?
Come on, Bubby.
Good answer.
What if I didn't say Katie?
Yeah.
Can I say myself?
Oh, there you go.
That was my
I
answer.
would never say that.
Speaking of
Stop.
Bubby, what are you guys fighting about next week?
Oh my God, you guys.
Is it about the Ariana thing?
We got in there.
The way it's edited. Can't
The
tell.
path to our beautiful wedding day, we dissected the past, the present, the future, and we really got in there and just oh man, it got ugly. It really
You look
did.
so
You're gonna
upset.
see. You guys are gonna see. I'm not exaggerating. It got really ugly this season. Not not like yelling, screaming, combative, but just
Raw.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank God you planned it in only 3 months rather than the 18 months.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what my sister's going through. And I'm like, thank
No.
God that's not me.
No, thank you. We're
I'll
so
run off to
glad that you
Vegas.
joined us tonight.
Oh, you
Oh my
guys,
God,
you
we're
guys
so
are great.
excited.
Thanks
You're welcome
for
back
having me.
anytime.
I appreciate it, guys.
Of course.
All right.
Woo, let's wrap it up. Matthew,
right.
darling.
If you want to find me on Instagram and Twitter, I am at Matthew E. Paine. Tom Schwartz, where
Tom,
can they
what do you
find
want to promote?
Oh man, I'll just promote my social media. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Twitter,
Perfect.
TW Schwa, Instagram, TW Schwa, and I have a Snapchat. I think it's Tom. No, it's TW Schwa too, and it's not great, but check it out. Give me a chance on Snapchat.
We'll look at it. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm fans of watching you guys anyway.
Hey.
So my name's Jay Ellis, and I'm on Instagram at don't_be_jealous, and then Twitter still _jealous.
Oh,
Perfect.
such a
And lovely
good one.
lady, where are you?
You guys can find me on all my social media handles. It's Megan Stecher. It's spelled Meganstecher. Tweet me. Let's keep the conversation going. You guys, I'm going to do a poll this week on which recipe from Kristen's website I should make for next week. Yes. And, I'm going to post some fun pictures with this guy over here. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.